Hello, it's Jennifer Harding Marlin, a citizenship by investment attorney and consultant. Today's video is going to talk about the Sierra Leone Citizenship by Investment program. It's a recently introduced program. It's not very well known, also known as Sierra Leone Go for Gold. And I'm very excited to announce that we've had in the past month a family as well as a +1 business person be approved for the program. We are an authorized agent for the Sierra Leone program, so I'm going to talk more about the country, the documentation requirements, frequently asked questions, and how it compares to other citizenship programs. So let's get into it. So Sierra Leone is located in West Africa. It's neighbored by Liberia and Guinea, has a population of about 9 million people, and the capital is Freetown. It's known for its beaches, natural resources, mineral deposits. The diamonds and gold industry are well known. English is the official language, but Creole is widely spoken. It gained independence from the UK in 1961. The country is part of the United Nations, as well as other organizations such as ECOWAS, which I'll talk a little bit more about the advantages of getting Sierra Leone citizenship, as well as being a member of ECOWAS. So it's important to understand it's a fully sovereign country, and as part of doing the citizenship by investment program, you're getting a valid citizenship and passport for the country. So how the program works, a lot of the documentation can be done online. You need, for example, a valid passport, a valid national ID like a driver's license. You need a proof of address, criminal background check, amongst other documentation. We provide a detailed cost quote specific to your case. But basically everything can be done online, and we also arrange for notarization and certification of certain documents. So it's very minimal documents when compared to other programs. Unlike other citizenship programs, the funds are due upfront, meaning that the investment amount is payable upfront, which is refundable under certain terms. So that's important to know, because other programs, you only have to make the investment upon approval, and even if you're approved, you can decide you don't want to go through the investment. For this program, you do have to make payment fairly early on in the process. We obviously do a background check to make sure that you're potentially eligible for this option. So far, everyone who's applied, we have had 100% success rate for Sierra Leone. What was I going to say? Sorry. Yeah, so there's the main options are a standard fast track naturalization process. So you can include family members such as spouse, children, dependent parents, and or a +1 business partner. So you don't necessarily have to be in business with a person. It can be a friend or someone else. You don't have to provide documentation for it, and they can also be included in your application. So if you're two friends and decide to apply together, it can be a more affordable option compared to other citizenship by investment programs on the market, because if you were going to split the fees 50-50 between you. There's also an option if you have African heritage to be able to get the Sierra Leone citizenship at a reduced price. Right now, Sierra Leone citizenship is priced at US $140,000 for the main applicant. We have a cost quote calculator on our website, and we can also provide a detailed cost quote to you. We provide confirmation of all the fees in our official engagement letter, and we help you throughout the entire process. So family members like spouse, children, parents, or independents, costs, I just wrote quick notes. Oh yes, processing times, that's what I want to talk about, processing times. So processing times online have been advertised around 90 days, but in our experience, we've seen it be around 5 months, 5 to 6 months for the citizenship and passport from the start of the application process to the finishing of the process. So it's about 5 to 6 months. And ECOWAS, so citizens of these member states have facility and right to reside within ECOWAS. So a lot of people that we're seeing that have interest in the program are particularly interested in doing business in Africa. As part of the program, you can set up a company if you want. And also, too, people want to have access to Nigerian markets and different markets to expand their business. So Sierra Leone is a foot in the door, as well as if they want to negotiate, or they're in the mining industry or mining business, and they want to negotiate and have citizenship and African citizenship. This is an advantage for them and their business, and for facility of doing business within the region. And then we're seeing other people that just want to have another passport and be diversified in Africa. It does allow for dual citizenship. So this is another advantage, is you can maintain different citizenships. There's no physical presence requirement as part of the process. The program does organize delegations from time to time and meeting in person, and you're part of the Go for Gold investment group over there. So this could be another advantage. And I'm hoping to go and visit Sierra Leone with one of our clients that has done it, and have more experience on the ground, as well as perhaps I'll be able to interview and provide an interview with that client. But if you wanted to have get more information from the client about their experience, feel free to reach out. Citizenship can be passed on to future generations, and it provides a connection to Africa. In terms of travel access, it does not have high-level visa-free travel like other programs. So if visa-free travel is something that's important to you, this program will not be suitable for that requirements. As terms of documentation requirements, I may have mentioned this, but you need a passport, a valid passport, a national ID like a driver's license, birth certificate in long format, proof of address, police clearance report, amongst other documentations. We can help arrange for notarizations, and everything can be done online. So it's not as rigorous as other citizenship programs, but there is quite a bit of documentation involved, and you will need to be present online for these certifications. They'll obviously want to verify the source of funds and source of your wealth and source of funds for the investment. They will do due diligence background check on you very early on in the process and throughout the process before you are approved, and ultimately the decision is up to them. And how it compares to Sao Tome and Principe. So it is at a higher price point compared to Sao Tome and Principe. It's not really advertised as being citizenship by investment, although there's a financial contribution for citizenship. Sierra Leone is more of a naturalization, or sort of more advertised as a naturalization process. Sao Tome and Principe is part of the Community of Portuguese Language Countries, and Sierra Leone is part of ECOWAS. And Sao Tome and Principe is at a more affordable price point compared to Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone allows for a +1 business partner, which I think is very interesting, because for most citizenship, if not all citizenship by investment programs around the world, you have to be a direct family member. So this is something that's really interesting. They also allow for company incorporation in Sierra Leone if this is something that's you're interested in. And how it compares to other programs. It's recently new, so Vanuatu, similar price point, but Vanuatu has more of a history behind the program. The Caribbean and El Salvador and other citizenship options will have potentially higher visa-free travel when compared to Sierra Leone. But if you're looking for an African citizenship that allows for dual citizenship and have potentially interest in the region, or just want to get African citizenship, this may be an option for you. There's more information on our website at jhmarlinglobal.com. You can also reach out to me via email or post your questions and comments in the comments below. All the best. Bye for now.